Which option makes the following sentence better? The SEC sent an auditor to scrutinize the company's records after it became apparent that the hedge fund had been involved in some shady transactions. A. Change pour to pour. B. Change auditor to adjudicator. C. Capitalize hedge fund. D. Change the comma to a semicolon. Which of the following can be caused by the impact of wind on ocean surfaces? A. Erosion. B. Threat to sea life. C. Waves. D. Hurricanes. Which sentence or paragraph in the passage below needs to be modified for spelling, punctuation, word choice, or length? A. At first the constant teasing. B. Only mildly aggravated me. C. But after a few months. D. It became truly irritating. Which option makes the following sentence better? He regretted abruptly canceling the appointment, but there was no way he could arrive on time. A. Change badly to bad. B. Remove but. C. Change canceling to canceling. D. Change at to in. Pick the solution that best rephrases the paragraph in italics. Select option A if you believe the original phrase is the strongest. She attended public schools in Montana and graduated from the University of Montana at Missoula in 1902 with a Bachelor of Science degree in biology. A. She attended public schools in Montana, and B. She attended public schools in Montana, and C. She attended public schools in Montana and D. She attended public schools in Montana and Which sentence or paragraph in the passage below needs to be modified for spelling, punctuation, word choice, or length? A. Susan's primary criteria. B. For choosing a new car. C. Is low gas mileage. D. She isn't interested in aesthetics. Solution that best rephrases the paragraph. Although sugar was once Belize's main cash crop, citrus fruits have recently overtaken it as the most lucrative crop. A. Main cash crop. B. A main cash crop. C. The main cash crop. D. An main cash crop. Choose the answer which best rewords the underlined portion. People should only eat with their right hands, especially if they are eating with their fingers. A. There. B. There. C. There. D. There. Pick the solution that best rephrases the paragraph. The annual population growth rate is 2.05%. A. The population grow. B. The population grew. C. The population grows. D. The population has grown. Pick the solution that best rephrases the paragraph. The wood was previously utilized by the locals for heating and cooking, but more recently, they started selling it to make a living. A. Heating, but recently, they have began to sell it. B. Heating, but they had recently began to sell it. C. Heating, Recently, they have begun selling it. D. And they were selling it. Choose the answer which best rewords the underlined portion. With over 200 ethnic groups represented, the people of the Congo have a wide variety of customs, traditions, and values. A. With over 200 ethnic groups represented, the people. B. With over 200 ethnic groups represented, the people. C. With over 200 ethnic groups represented, the people. D. With over 200 ethnic groups represented, the people. Choose the answer which best rewords the underlined portion. In Belize, tourism has become one of the fastest growing sources of employment and income. A. In Belize, tourism has become. B. In Belize, tourism has become. C. In Belize, tourism has become. D. In Belize, tourism has become. Which of the following outcomes of aberrant chromosomal numbers in newborns? A. They have no chance of surviving. B. They tend to be more intelligent. C. They are the same as babies with the normal amount of chromosomes. D. They could have Down syndrome. What results when a strong static discharge moves between two airborne objects? A. Thunder. B. Lightning. C. Grounding. D. None of the above. What results when a strong static discharge moves between two airborne objects? A. Thunder. B. Lightning. C. Grounding. D. None of the above. A material's particle temperature has increased because A. Thermal energy. B. Kinetic energy. C. Potential energy. D. Density. Which of the following makes for the best electrical conductor? A. Rubber. B. Wood. C. Metal. D. Plastic. Where is the moon in relation to Earth during a solar eclipse? A. Between Earth and Mars. B. Between Earth and Mercury. C. Between Earth and the Sun. D. At its highest point in the sky. This trait aids a flounder in blending in with the gravel on the ocean floor in accordance with Darwin's theory of natural selection. A. Adaptation. B. Camouflage. C. Gradualism. D. Chemosynthesis. Ancestors of the giant panda had rounded paws with 5 very short toes. Today, the giant panda has a 6th toe, often referred to as a thumb even though it develops from a wrist bone. This unique thumb is an adaptation that allows the panda to easily hold and eat bamboo shoots. The presence of the giant panda's thumb is most likely the result of A. Selective breeding. B. Natural selection. C. Asexual reproduction. D. Sexual reproduction. Which of the following describes having 3 copies of a chromosome? A. monosomy, B. disomy, C. trisomy, D. tetrasomy, E. pentasomy. Which one of these elements does not appear in the chart of the periodic table? A. Chlorine, B. Phosphorus, C. Bromine, D. Magnesium oxide. At the start of the Civil War, who was the commander of the Confederate Army in Northern Virginia? A. Robert E. Lee, B. Thomas Stonewall Jackson, C. Jefferson Davis, D. Abraham Lincoln. Which of the available definitions for the following statement is most accurately provided by one of the answer choices? There is an inverse relationship between the volume and pressure of a gas when the mass of the gas is held constant and the temperature is also held constant. A. Ideal gas law, B. Boyle's law, C. Stefan-Boltzmann law, D. Charles's law. In the 17th and 18th centuries, several American colonists were enraged by Great Britain's navigation acts, primarily because A. The acts gave the British a monopoly on tobacco, B. The acts placed high taxes on the cost of shipping goods to Britain, C. The acts restricted manufacturing in the colonies, D. The acts forced the colonists to buy sugar from the French West Indies. What impact did the Truman Doctrine have on U.S. foreign policy after World War II? A. It influenced President Truman's decision to create commissions on civil rights. B. It led the U.S. government to refrain from interfering with the U.S. economy. C. It led to U.S. military involvement in countries such as Korea. D. It shaped the U.S. role in rebuilding the economies of post-war Europe. Which one of the following statements about metals is not typically accurate? A. They are gases at room temperature. B. They are good conductors of heat. C. They make up the majority of elements on the periodic table. D. They are ductile. A cyclist is currently making their way up a hill. When exactly does his potential energy reach its highest point? A. At the very top of the hill. B. At the base of the hill. C. Halfway up the hill. D. On the way down the hill. Which of the following lists is in chronological order? A. Great Depression, Revolutionary War, First Moon Landing. B. Revolutionary War, First Moon Landing, Great Depression. C. First Moon Landing, Great Depression, Revolutionary War. D. Revolutionary War, Great Depression, First Moon Landing. War Powers Act was passed by the United States Congress in 1973. In what ways did the act re-establish congressional authority over the presidents? A. It limited the president's ability to suspend essential provisions of the Constitution. B. It set a time restriction on how long the president could send combat troops without getting congressional approval. C. It required legislative permission before war-related expenses could be paid. D. It obliged the president to report to Congress on hostilities that lasted more than 60 days on a regular basis. In the 1960s and 1970s, the United States battled North Vietnam largely to A. Demonstrate U.S. power to the Soviet Union. B. Prevent the spread of communism. C. Spread democracy modeled on the U.S. system. D. Protect U.S. trade interests in Southeast Asia. The following are the factors that influence the rate of a chemical reaction, with the exception of A. Presence of catalysts. B. Temperature. C. Amount of mass lost. D. Surface area. Article XXVI of the United States Constitution states: Section 1. The right of citizens of the United States, who are 18 years of age or older, to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of age. What historical reality influenced the ratification of this constitutional amendment? A. Suffrage was extended to all African Americans. B. Young men were being drafted to serve in the Vietnam War. C. Women gained the right to vote. D. The number of people under 21 years of age increased. In the process of ionic bonding, an exchange of which of the following takes place between two or more atoms? A. Valence electrons. B. Neutrons. C. Electrical charges. D. Transitory electrons. Two species of animals with a similar appearance live in the same habitat but do not compete for food. This is because they most likely A. Are the same size. B. Reproduce at different times of the year. C. Are active at night. D. Occupy different ecological niches. In 1957, which nation launched the world's very first satellite into space? A. Germany. B. Russia. C. Korea. D. United States. What is the most likely value for the pH of a solution that has a high concentration of hydroxide ions but a low concentration of hydrogen ions? A. 9. B. 5. C. 8. D. 6. Which of the following statements best explains the characteristic LL, given that L denotes a person's height and L denotes their stature? A. Homozygous phenotype and short genotype. B. Homozygous genotype and short phenotype. C. Heterozygous genotype and tall phenotype. D. Heterozygous phenotype and tall genotype. Which one of the following waves is an example of a type of wave known as an electromagnetic wave? A. Transverse wave. B. Sound wave. C. Ocean wave. D. Gamma wave. To prepare soup, Jonah first brings a pot of water to a boil, then adds various spices to the water and stirs the mixture until the spices are completely dissolved. After that, she adds a few different vegetables that have been chopped. What component of her mixture is the solute? A. Water. B. Vegetables. C. Spices. D. Heat. Which law best describes the way in which two charged particles interact via the electric force? A. Kirchhoff's current law. B. Ohm's law. C. Coulomb's law. D. The Doppler effect. Following states of matter has the fewest total molecules of kinetic energy? A. Solid. B. Liquid. C. Plasma. D. Gas. What took the place of the food pyramid, which represented the kinds of food people should eat, in June 2011? A. The food square. B. The food plate. C. The food line. D. The cup.